Welcome back, tyrants and newcomers alike, to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Last episode we went through another part of the trial and we grilled Meekins to death. And now we're about to find out about the Joe Dart killings, which sound very scary.
2 years ago, the rest of the...
Oh wait, no, I'm reading her as a deep-voiced British lady round now, right? 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dart killings.
The Joe Dart... No, Lana, that's over with, no!
Emma, wait! She ran away. Oh, you know what? I just remembered I gotta run too. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Jake Marshall, Angel Starr, Damon Gatt, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to these killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. I better take a good look at this file. I agree. To be continued! Let me end the video here. Just kidding. Don't turn it off, please, God. I'm begging you. Just kidding. Okay, let's go. Save. And let's continue the trial. February 24th, 1214, District Court. Courtroom number 9. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The beard is aroused by this name because she is sexy. Emma didn't come back. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. It's Marshall time, mother freaker. Is that beer? You can't have beer in this game. Witness, please state your name and occupation and get that bear out of here. You're a bad example to kids, sir. Me, partner. Oh, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization. Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. And not with your beard. Oh, I know, you're a patrolman. Give me that beer. The beard is thirsty. The beard loves beer. As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. Howling wind? Never heard Edgeworth described that way before. Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Is this correct? According to the papers, partner. What do you mean? A desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sand. No paper can sum it up. Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. The bear is impatient. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In English! Even though the beard is obviously foreign and speaks many different languages. Day of the crime. My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but they ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems. Anyway. Jake Marshall needs his rest. If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. I can't say I particularly care for your attitude, and neither does the beard, and the beard will destroy you if he does not care for your attitude. Can't say I care for your beard. Whoa! That's awesome. I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Why, I never! Nobody insults the beard! Ouch, partner. Now the beard will bring you back to life for the next segment, so the game can go on as normal. Thanks, partner, but don't insult the beard again. Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems? I'm still hurting from that beard attack, partner. I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those. Yes, well, what about the fingerprint-activated locks inside the evidence room? Fingerprint-activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those? He's not being very helpful. He's not that good with machines, or with following orders, or resisting the beard's destructive ways. Everyone's got their weaknesses, now don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This one seems like trouble. The beard doesn't like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours. The day of the crime. Alright. My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. They say I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Okay. Explain. But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right? Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? I told you that ain't my style. I'm afraid I don't understand. No desperado I know lets rules get in his way. No desperados I know join the police force. So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime, just between you and me, I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day. There was a rubber glove stuck to the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that? Sorry, partner, can't say I do. I ain't been in that crypt in weeks. How does this guy avoid being fired? Seriously. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems. Tell me about them! Ask me about my wiener! Just kidding. You used to be a detective, so you've used the evidence room in the past, correct? Of course, back in the day, my locker was a gold mine of evidence. And yet, you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism. Sorry, partner, I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how a bike works. Dang, that's old-fashioned. That's quite, incredible. The sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It is well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence. Now that he mentions it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too. At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place? If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon at the time it went down. Okay, what street side saloon? Elaborate! What were you doing in a place like that? I was eating spaghetti, which is very Italian, partner. Not even angel steak lunches can beat the parlor's Vignole sepia pasta. Do you mean to tell us you abandoned your police duties to eat some noodles? That does not please the beard. Not all desperados eat tacos, partner. That's pretty racist, if I do say so myself. That's not what I meant. The beard isn't racist. I hope this has at least taught you a lesson. That's strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says, "Did you not want to raise this year?" It's true. I'm just an innocent traveling man. Press. Out of ammo, Officer Marshall. That's right, partner, or as you call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me to this crime, then you better draw. Okay, so I gotta present some evidence, obviously. One thing seems clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness doesn't appear to have seen anything. Texans don't take orders from anyone, everyone knows that. Apparently your superiors don't. Okay, I have a trump card in my sleeve, so I'd best keep my cool. Before I use it, though, I'd better up the ante. Okay. Let's just press everything, though. Maybe that's what they're telling me. How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room? Just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. The room's so still, even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who interred the recordings. You interred them? I think I just figured out what I'm supposed to present. Videos of nothing aren't that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape. Nothing unusual is recorded. Tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. Each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing part of my life. This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't going to do him any good. So, in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, besides the room's protected. Bullcrap. This is where I present that locker, correct? I was right. Oh yeah. Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this? After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. And yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. Glug, glug, glug. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene, or to be exact, a handprint. Hup, listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects, that is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there. I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Oh, snap! Witness, what's the meaning of this? Bear doesn't like blood. Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene? The blood was wiped away. However, a luminol test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall, it seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on the shoulders. Huh? I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall? About the blood-stained fingerprints? Very well, you may begin your testimony about your fingerprints. Found at the scene of the crime. And stuff. Blood-stained fingerprints. The beard likes to elaborate. Like I said, it's only natural that my fingerprints be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the blood-stained handprint. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The blood stain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See? I had nothing to do with it. I'm sure you did. The witness's explanation appears valid, although there's room for doubt. Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner, be a partner. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. The guy's hiding something, I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Alright, let's figure out what this mother freak is hiding. Alright, I think we gotta press him, right? Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in the evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the blood-stained handprint. Explain! Dang it. So then, what about the bloody handprint? Wasn't mine, it's no mystery. Please explain. My lock is covered with my fingerprints. It's just so happened the murderer touched the blocker where that fingerprint was by chance. Oh, he was wearing gloves, wasn't he? The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1. On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. Chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward for me and me a fingerprint. You wanna know why? The blood stain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Ball of crap, I would say. Right? Nope, not right. Why do you say that? Unrelated? They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with breakfast, while the other's a type of murder. He's right. Although seemingly alike, they're totally different, and the beard knows a lot about murder. I don't see what homonyms have to do with this. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? Maybe not. Let's see. No? Okay. What about this? Nope. Maybe the videotape shows it? Nope. Okay, press. How do you know that? Maybe a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports. There was a blood stain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer. That's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker. Gumshoe did it! He's the murderer! Gumshoe! Just kidding. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened to place his hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint. That's the only logical conclusion. Can't let him squirm out of this one. I've got to find something. Something decisive to tie Officer Marshall to this crime. Yes, we know that. One of them happened to be in the same place as the bloodstained handprint. I disagree, but how? Let's see. I don't know, let's see. Nope. We pressed everything already, so obviously we can't do that anymore. Maybe we have to present the SL9 file somewhere around here. Let's see. Nope. What do we got here? The murder touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. I think they are related. Okay, so we gotta prove that they're related. The bloodstain and the fingerprint are gotta prove that they're related. Let's see. What about this? Nope. Brought back to his office. I don't really know anything about this screwdriver, so forget that. Nope. What about this? Nope. That is so weird. I have no idea what to present here, to be honest. Didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? Maybe he wasn't wearing gloves. Because we found this handprint, right? No? Okay. What about this? Nope. Nope. This is a hard one, man, I tell you what. Nope. Wait, if he was wearing gloves, he probably couldn't open the locker, right? I'm a little confused about this. Okay, let's see here. Or maybe it's not. Let's see. Were you not in the evidence room at any time? That's not it. Wow, what am I supposed to do here? I've got nothing on this guy. So as a matter of fact, I will be right back when I look up a walk. Actually, wait, what is this? Nope. Evidence room floor plans. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. Okay, I thought I pressed everything, but I guess I haven't. I gotta press statement 1. That's because you... How did you put it? Pay your respects once a month? Okay, I thought I pressed these statements, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine. What? What do you mean? I mean what I said. That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. I see. It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker. Apparently his fingerprint data was never changed. He must have been using the fingerprint lock without even knowing it. Marshall's fingerprints updated in the court record. Indeed. Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? This seal of blood. In the desert, it's just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this. The security tape. So long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise. Well, this isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall. Okay, now we gotta press statement ooh, no, it was that one. My bad. It was that one. Too bad it wasn't me in that video, right, partner? Well, it was. So, we'll have a videotape. Okay, we gotta press it instead. Whatever. What do you mean by that? You want to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have. But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Places you can't see. Like if the beard was over my face, I couldn't see anything. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, he could leave the room without being caught on tape. We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright. Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now. Show evidence! Because I cheated and I know where to go now. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake. Now then, let's have another look at the video. Show us this incriminating evidence of the witness. Officer Jake Marshall. Wait, whoa. Did something fall out of Jake Marshall's locker? Can't even tell. He's supposed to find a white cloth of some sort, it looks like. But so far I don't see anything falling out unless you're pointing towards the rubber glove. Anything? Yeah, I don't see nothing falling out of his locker right now. Anything? Nope. I don't see nothing. Unless he's talking about the point. Ooh! Right there. Maybe that's it. Present. Bringing our attention back to the security camera, it's a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall. The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Yeah, I would have never got that if I wouldn't have seen the walkthrough, to be honest. Did you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? Very well. Everybody likes to say very well in this game. You can clearly be seen in this video. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. See this locker that has white cloth sticking out? This is the witness's locker. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. Yeah, I would have never got this without the walkthrough. Holy crap. What's going on here? And it's not there anymore, what the freak? Oh, the white cloth, it's gone! What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Divine act of God! Or the beard. Just kidding. Officer Marshall, that's blasphemy. You were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. Order, order! It would seem that's the only hold your horse is. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. Yes, it does, because only you could open your locker, prairie dog. Murderer needed to hide something, so he opened the locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. Why's everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? Because you are a wanted man. This guy isn't just playing dumb, he really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker. Oh yeah? I call your bluff. You say I opened that locker, now prove it. I will prove it with your own evidence locker. Fingerprint sensor? We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. Guy makes Gumshoe smarter than Marshall. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There's even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? I'm screwed, holy crap, what a freak! That wasn't 8 words. Holy crap, you really nommed on that beef jerky. Only got 1 word for you, partner. No! Order! Witness, explain yourself. This is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard. I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Dang, I feel sorry for that beef jerky or whatever he's got there. Olé! Please answer the question. The beard speaks Spanish. What's he now, a bullfighter? Beardley! That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. We can? Have a look at these floor plans. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. If that's so, then where was the witness? It seems Mr. Wright has an answer. That's right, the only possible conclusion. Well then, let's hear it. The beard demands it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime? Once again, I think this is about as far as I looked ahead in the walkthrough, so he's in the V spot. Officer Marshall was standing right here, and that's not a victory V, that's a victim V. There, but that's where the victim Detective Goodman was. The beard doesn't understand that Officer Marshall was obviously in disguise. Correct, unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you dressed up like Detective Goodman. But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure. May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir. Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond? He suddenly pulled a knife on me! Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? Yeah, she would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. Oh, I get it. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall? You got quite an imagination, partner. We've got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence. Really? He's still going with that? Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it. You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you've hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim. Huh. I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. Can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Why are you complaining about the beard again? Do you want me to destroy you? Leave me alone, partner. I want nothing to do with you. Well, Mr. Wright, you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that this beard insulter is dressed up as the victim? Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that, and I'm sorry about your beard, sir. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the insulting the beard desert heat. This can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do? Humph. It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics. The basics? For me, that would be what me used to tell me.
Nick, try thinking outside the box.
Try thinking outside the box. Shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that he came about because he was in disguise. Why do you think this locker was opened in the first place? What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime, yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later as it has been. Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker. According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then, after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason. The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth? Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so the video is my only shot. Very well, let's get another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness had to open his locker. Okay, well, let's see here. White cloth, what is it? Let's see. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oppa Gangnam Style. Just kidding. Anything on the victim? Doesn't appear to be. Wait, what is this? Is that like his gun or something like that? Possibly. Present. Well, what do you have to say to that? Alright, partner, you really want to know the reason I had to open my locker? Why? So I can stuff you in there! That's funny. Okay, anyways. What is this white cloth we're talking about here? Let's see. I can't see it. What is the white cloth? I'm kind of confused about this, actually. What would this white cloth be? Oh, it's probably the outfit. I know which part to... I saw it earlier. I saw it in another episode. I know which part to press here. Okay, keep going forward. And there. That's what we have to present. I'm fairly certain of it. Present. For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room. I don't know what that reason was. Yet. However, something unexpected happened. Man, I feel smart. I actually got that all by myself. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. A bloody white coat. That makes the beard aroused. You couldn't just walk out like that, so you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, huh, partner? Not bad at all, I say so myself. Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago. If you were only half as persistent then as you were today, we all wouldn't have to be here now, would we? Officer Marshall, Tell the court what you did. All of it. Alright, it seems the time has come. And I think this seems like a good place to stop. So rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, and see you guys next time.